Hey there, Nija business owner. Let's talk about your website. But, not just as some online address or a digital brochure that just sits there. No, no. Let's talk about it like it's your hardest working employee, the one that's out there hustling for you in that digital Legos traffic 24/7.
I want you to picture this for a second. You've just nailed a meeting. You were fantastic. The client is impressed. The very first thing they do when they get back to their car, you know what it is? They pull out their phone, they type your business name into Google. So the big question is, what do they see? What pops up on that screen?
Is it option A, a sharp, professional website that loads in a snap and makes them feel even more confident about working with you? Or is it option B or C? A site that looks like it hasn't been touched since 2005, a generic coming soon page, or maybe the worst case scenario, nothing at all. Just a list of your competitors ready and waiting to take that business. That first impression, it happens in seconds. It is everything.
So look, if you're feeling a little nervous that you might be in that B or C category, this is for you. We really have to move past this idea of a website being just a passive flyer. It's time to understand what real strategic web design is actually all about. So let's redefine this whole thing right now. Website design? It's not just about picking pretty colors and fonts. It's the strategic process of building that digital employee we're talking about. The one that works 24/7, never calls in sick, and can talk to hundreds of customers at the same time, even while you're at home, fast asleep. That's the real power here. And building this superstar employee, it's a mix of three crucial skills. First, you've got the art and the psychology, what the pros call UI/UX. This is what makes your site beautiful and, more importantly, easy for people to use so they don't just give up and leave. Then you need smart strategy and powerful words, copywriting, to turn a casual visitor into a real customer. And finally, all of that is built on a rock-solid foundation of technical engineering. It has to be fast, secure, and built to handle Nigeria's internet. Okay, but here's the thing. Not all businesses need the same setup. Think of it like a physical shop. Do you need a small kiosk, a fancy boutique, or a giant supermarket? Your website is your digital storefront, so let's figure out how to pick the right one for you. This chart kind of breaks it all down. First up, this static site. It's like a digital business card, great for professionals who just need a basic professional presence. It's a cost-effective way to start. Now, for most SMEs here in Lagos, a dynamic or CMS website is really the sweet spot. It's a growing hub that you can actually update yourself with new blog posts or services. Of course, if you're selling stuff, you need an e-commerce website, your online shop. And yes, it absolutely must integrate with our local payment gateways like Paystack and Flutterwave. And finally, for all the creatives, photographers, artists, architects, the portfolio website is your digital gallery. It's all about making your work look so good it sells itself. So you figured out what kind of site you need. Great. But who actually builds it for you is just as important. Choosing the right web design team isn't just a tech decision. It's about finding a partner who can give you a real, unfair advantage in this crowded Legos market. So what does that advantage look like? Well, here's a checklist. 1. Find someone who speaks 2 languages fluently, Lagos and Google. They need to get your local customers and the search engines. 2. They have to be focused on results. Every single part of the design should have one job, to get you more business. 3. The site must be blazing fast and built for mobile phones first. And finally, make sure they offer ongoing support. You don't want to be left stranded after the launch. I really need this number to sink in. 70%. Over 70% of all web traffic in Nigeria happens on a mobile phone. Think about that. If your website isn't perfect on a phone, you are literally closing the door on the majority of your potential customers. A mobile-first design isn't a nice-to-have anymore. Here, it is absolutely essential. Okay, I know what you might be thinking right now. It's a brilliant question, and a lot of smart business owners are asking it. With all this hype around AI, can't I just get an AI to build this whole thing for me? And you know what? That's a totally valid thought. But here's the thing. AI is a fantastic tool. It's amazing for getting ideas quickly and making things efficient. But it can't provide the vision. An AI doesn't understand the specific vibe of your brand or the competitive landscape of restaurants in Lekki. It can't feel a customer's frustration, and it can't weave everything together, the design, the words, the tech, into a compelling story that builds real trust with a real person. That still takes human strategy and it takes empathy. Which brings us right back to where we started. Remember,
We're not just building a web page here. We are hiring your new 24/7 superseller. It is time to invest in a digital asset that actually works as hard as you do.
So I'm just going to ask you straight up. Are you ready to fire that ineffective website that's not getting you any results? Or maybe that empty space where your website should be, and hire a true 24/7 superseller that actually brings in the business?
Seriously, it is time to stop letting your competitors get all the online attention. It's time to build a website that becomes one of your most valuable, hardest working assets. The next move is yours.